hello. Welcome to another episode of NFT Hunters with me, your host, Crisps. Shining Wizard can't be with us this week, but we send all our love to him. Very, very big, chaotic episode coming in this week. Very much looking forward to it. We've got the OMERTA crew jumping in. Looking forward to chatting to them very, very shortly. But first, let's jump on with a little bit of housekeeping. Lucky, do you want to help me out? What's been going on? What's
What's going on?
your eyes been on this week?
The ETH Mingos are minting, right? That's today.
That's currently right now, isn't it?
Oh shit, is it? Oh.
Yeah. I have something. Here we go. The Mingos are minting on Ethereum. The whitelist is minting right now as we speak, I believe.
Yeah, so Pink Flamingo Social Club. This is like a multi-chain collection that started off last summer with a Phantom mint. They did AVAX, they did Matic, and now it ends on Ethereum. This will be the final 777, and then it's wrapped, and the club has its members, I guess. So
amazing.
Don't have one already, get in now.
Get in. And they've minted out on all the other chains, haven't they?
They did indeed, yeah.
Matic, and what was the other one? There was another one.
Was there?
Chain. Yeah, I think there's 3 they've already minted out on.
AVAX, no?
AVAX.
Yeah. They don't know AVAX, yeah.
And now Ethereum, so good luck to them. Mint is live. Go cop one.
I mean, 777 times 4 is not a lot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so that's decent supply. Cartoon Bunch.
Cartoon Bunch.
Clown Labs, which is Phantom Bunch, and the Doodlepunk guys. So they have a collection minting at the moment, which is their Cartoon Bunch. You can either mint with Phantom or you can mint with Ucrown. Ucrown is their token that is gained by staking NFTs from their existing projects. These are pretty gnarly. Even if you don't have the Ucrown for 10 Phantom, that's fucking nothing.
It's only 10 Phantom.
And they are super tasty. So
I was on an absolute massive bag of Ucrown. I had quite a few Crown Labs pieces. So
brother, yeah, I was like the 30th biggest holder of Ucrown, including contract addresses. I was feeling good. I got a lot of Cartoon Bunch.
I think I was top 4 or 5. I'm not gonna lie. I went ham. I got like 60 of them, and I gave them all out to super happy Fun Bear holders.
Nice,
it's good fun.
That's nice.
It's so fun, and the team are wicked. So really happy to see them minting out. So yeah, still I think as of today they've minted out 1800. So 6 or 7k left. So 6 or 700 left.
Nice.
So good one now.
Yeah, do it. And then some hot goss off the press today from our mates Potluck Labs. Creatures of the Cave, a new edition, is coming out towards the end of December. Let's see if I've got a pic here if you guys can see that.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk around the Creatures of the Cave stuff. So there's some kind of thing you can burn the Gen 2 creatures for. And there's like a reimagined thing, which is like an AI construction made by Lord Jinch, and he doesn't do his AI approach is quite interesting. It's quite like multi-layered. It's not like the put a word in and picture comes out kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, this could be quite a spicy AI showcase in a world where AI is a hush topic, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they turn out like. Basically,
it looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I saw possibly 27th of December on a year anniversary. So
that is their anniversary.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. So yeah, there's lots going on. I have been delving into Ethereum stuff this week. I'd love to show you some stuff I've been minting. So one projects I've been really into Riga masks. I love this. This is so cute. Like all the masks, all like origami style masks. It's bloody fun.
It's all nice. There's a very nice, yeah.
If anyone wants to sweep, definitely get this 2561 because that's definitely not mine or anything. So definitely go get that.
You rat.
I've got 6 others. Don't worry. But the art
that is a really nice collection. I might have to read up about them after the show.
Yeah, they got a really interesting like plan going forward. They're gonna have like these things called Schoolyard or something like that, and basically they're going to help people mint on Ethereum, like a proper like. We'll help you with art. We'll help you with contracts and website stuff. They're a really, really interesting team.
Launchpad in, yeah, nice.
The playground. There we go. Launchpad. That's it. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then another one I'm pretty hyped for. This is going to get revealed tomorrow. Dreamy. I don't know much about the collection, but I know reveal is tomorrow. And let me show you some of the stuff here. It's pretty clean. Like the colors are popping. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's see how that goes. That's going on tomorrow. So
How deep in that one are you?
I've got a handful. A handful.
I've got. Yeah, don't worry, mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not many, but
Okay.
yeah, absolutely not financial advice. I just really like the art. So yeah. Now, what else is going on in our world? Well, here we can see a nice little feature on our site, OMERTA. So, without any more delay, let's introduce the gang. Lucky, do you want to introduce everyone?
Yes, I would do. Yeah. So Casper Sejo, formerly known as Gibbs, is the person. Yeah. Hello, Gibbs. Is the person who came through the plan initially. Speaking to me a couple of months back, he brought in Gonzo, who has experience in. Oh my God, Gonzo, remind me. What's your experience in, brother?
Oh, just
Hello.
Experience in the liquor sales industries, as well as just business development.
Nice. Yeah. So we got our ideas, man. The man moving it together. We got the person in the drinks industry, and then 3 art teams. One of which is myself and Arcane representing Bit Damons, and the fantastic Teens on Acid and the gnarly as fuck Spearhead. So we're the 3 parts of the art sector, and Gibbs and Gonzo are bringing it home basically as the team on top.
Hello, guys. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
What's the crack, buddy? How's Crisps? How are you keeping?
There, mate. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Suffering.
Hear you had a bit of a cold, no?
Yeah, I'm a bit. I feel like a well-slapped arse, but glad to be here as always.
Very good to have you, mate. I hope you feel better soon. And yeah, I mean, what a team! That is the a wicked team. So tell us more. What is OMERTA?
So yeah, it was all born out of the fact that JPEGs aren't liquid enough. So what's more liquid than a nice bottle of whiskey? And we've been thinking about all different ways that we could bring this collection together, and it made sense to kind of have characters that bring the whiskey to life. So Gonzo's come up with a lot of lore around each different gang family, should we call them? And OMERTA is the code of silence that they once had, that's now been locked away due to tyranny.
Ooh. Very cool. So there's 3 gangs. Are they enemies? Are they mates? Are they? What's the rivalry?
I think historically they were enemies, but they've come to the table. You know, it's time to like unite against a common enemy, which is what's the common?
If we want, I can jump into a little lore for us.
Please.
Set the stage a little bit. This project is called OMERTA, Meeting of the 3 Families. So following a litany of RICO cases in the 20th and 21st century, the most prominent crime families began struggling to operate in a digital age. Constant surveillance and persisting fear of a wiretap rendered the code of silence, known as OMERTA, to become a fleeting memory. As organized crime weakened, a power void was apparent. Opportunists within the government seized the chance to launch an entire surveillance state and secure their monopoly on force. While order and living standards improved for the privileged, entire regions descended into darkness, surveilled by drones and ruthless robotic police patrols. The technocrats sought to control every aspect of individuals' lives, including what they could eat and drink and where they could live. Unable to bear this tyranny any longer, a sit-down was called between the three families at a neutral speakeasy. The vendetta formed over a shared bottle of Irish whiskey.
So fucking good,
Love
Gonzo. Yeah, I
Love it.
love it. I just saw
Looks
Gonzo's
really well.
Gonzo's lore for my family there about 10 minutes ago. You nailed it, Gonzo. Thank you, brother.
That's very good. Can the bad guy be soberness?
Yes.
In these times, absolutely.
So there's three families, three different art styles. Are there like loads of different characters in the gang, or is it variations of the same gang member? Tell us more about the art.
Who
Start
wants to
with
go first?
I'll jump off here. I'll jump in.
Yeah, teens, go
Oh
on.
yeah.
I found this like to be an amazing opportunity to really flesh out the evil side of the Acidverse, and I've got a project coming up next year, probably 3 or 4 months away, called The Hated, and I figured it was a really good opportunity to sort of have a little bit of a prelude for The Hated. So I came up with this little crew called the Bruise Brothers, and they basically pulled together this hypnotic, hallucinogenic whiskey brew for the pit demons, and they use it to bring over the Astro Kids to the dark side and shit. Stylistically, it's kind of it goes back to my more illustrative style. It's not so fat and chunky like Astro Kids are. Uh, I can drop a few in the chat if you guys
Yeah,
a
please
look.
do.
But yeah, just basically a really reduced color palette for me. Something that I want to lean into a little bit more as I head towards The Hated. So let me just grab a little screen grab. I'll drop a few in. But yeah, super fun. Really got to stretch a little bit with these ones and sort of reach um, into the pop culture stuff I grew up with in the 80s and 90s.
I love the
You'll
style.
see, you'll
It's-
see with the swords and shit that uh, I was able to have a bit of fun.
Yes,
You'll
right.
you'll
Are
you'll
there loads of
recognize,
weapons?
yeah, heaps of weapons.
Noise.
I think it was pretty awesome how we were able to sort of plan out all of our layers and traits. It was a bit of an experience for me having to pull together all the variations for the head trait, because it was like I'd created so many different eyes, jaw lines, hairs, and then we got
Yeah.
skin colors as well. So it was like I had to hand generate, you know, every possible outcome for those three traits to come together to create the single trait. So
Yeah,
I've
that
got like
must have been loads of
over,
layers.
yeah, dude, I've got like over 600 um, traits in my head layer. So I've
Oh
really
yeah.
got to cull it down.
Nice. Can I request we also get a apparel shop as well? I want some of these shirts.
Yeah, some of the tees on these ones are actually old TOA tees.
Oh yeah.
So I might be able to bring some of them back. I've got plans to do it and like the range drop #2 on the Acidverse merch store when the Hated come out. So some of these ones might make it in.
Very
That's a
cool.
nice little callback as well, having the OGTs on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, how can I sort of make them a little bit more, not really sinister, but like a little bit more edgier than the Astro Kids. And I thought, if I called back to some of the edgier graphics I used to create, that might be a good tie into my past as well.
Very cool. Yeah, I love this style. I think 37's really talking to me right now. I love the gold tooth you see with the Astro Kids as well, don't you?
Yeah, I
A
love
few
including
nods
gold tooth.
and the tab
Um,
and all that. That's
yeah,
sick.
some of them have turned out really sweet. Um, actually, I've got some customs that I'd sort of had saved away.
Oh
Let me
yeah.
just drop
Are we allowed to show?
this. Proper alpha.
Yeah.
These aren't they're not like really one of ones. It's just during the generation it just spits out some really sick ones.
Okay.
So I like to keep those as custom tokens.
Yeah, for sure.
So I've got a really these ones, in my opinion,
have a really nice color balance. Like they're working really well, and they look badass as fuck.
Boy. Yeah. Yeah. These are sick.
Oh man, 335 is naughty.
335, yeah.
Yeah, they're silly, aren't they?
Dude, I'm loving
They're
that
silly.
the split hoodie there, the pink and white hoodie. Holy fuck.
327, yeah.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring in some of that 80s, split hoodie style fashion. So, but I think I'm done. There's a little bit of tidying up to do, but for the most part, yeah, I think I'm well cooked. I've just got to shave down the numbers on the head
Very
trait.
good.
I'm good to go, baby.
I hope the numbers are going to be randomized or changed because we're giving it all away for people at the minute.
Oh yeah, I'll be randomizing for
Okay,
sure.
okay, cool. Very good. Let's switch on over to Lucky. Do you want to talk us through your family? And
Yeah.
you got to top that. You got to give us way more alpha, way
How,
more
how
previews.
on earth? This is the problem I've been having with this project in general, mate. How on earth are you meant to follow Teens on Acid? We've been so our crime family is the Cosa de Mostra. We kind of wait. Let me find a little example just to put on while I talk.
Yeah.
So basically, we decided to stick with Pixel, even though it was a bloody challenge matching the pose of the the character templates that Teens and Acid and that Teens and Spear developed. Sorry. What we've never done with the Daemons before was we've never gone sort of retro. So we thought it'd be nice if they were like, old Italian bootleggers, like proper cool and booted, like Sicilian mafioso style.
Proper
So that's what we leaned
style.
into with ours. So there's a bit less variation than we're used to on like the bodies and stuff. But we think it like, yeah, nice. Yeah, thank you, Arcane, for dropping that in. Yeah, so we've got like some nice a nice like clash of like the more like cyberpunky elements of the Daemons, and obviously the pixel style was retro, and then the suited and booted, which is retro in a different way.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure it was going to work until right up until the end, and I was like, yeah, we've just about got away with this. So
It does, mate.
yeah, I'm very happy. And as Teen said, we're pretty much finished with ours as well. We're just tying the last elements together, and then it will be do the final Jenny run, throw out the rubbish ones, do another Jenny run, pick our favorites to go in, and then that's our 500 basically.
Amazing. So there's going to be 1,500 of these.
There will be, yes.
We still need to sort out our backgrounds, though.
Yeah. The backgrounds. I think we'll just have to do like a manual curate on the backgrounds.
Which is always fun.
And see what's it should be nice. That's what we did it for the tinies, and that was a 10K. So this will be a cakewalk, right? It'll be
Is
fun.
it 500 unique backgrounds to go with the
Yeah.
boys?
Yeah. So Arcane did something very smart. He took the high res labels that will be on the bottles themselves, blew the resized them to 640 by 640, sliced that into 100. So that's 100 unique backgrounds per label. And you can kind of see that in the backgrounds of like that 9 grid I showed earlier.
Yeah.
It's like different sweeping things. So each one will have a unique background.
That's so dope. You guys absolutely killed that.
That's fucking sick.
So that's a work smart, not hard. That's how you get 500 assets in a night.
Hey, I was working hard as well.
Oh yeah, shit. Arcane was working very hard.
Yeah, it's easy, isn't it, Arcane?
Oh yeah.
Absolute piece of piss.
Backgrounds. No one even looks at them.
Nah. Pointless. Just have white. Everything on white. It's easy.
Easy.
Spearhead. Talk to me.
Oh hell yeah! I had so much fucking crack with this. I think as like Lucky was saying there, it was amazing to be working with the guys on kind of coming up with like the pose and stuff together, and then like kind of spitballing ideas and seeing how the three kind of families have all come together with like pure different styles, but like they all kind of sit as like a solid collection. It's been really enjoyable to kind of see it come to life. But actually Teens, give me 2 secs, I'll drop a few bad boys here. So my family is the Lost Souls. They're like a Dublin gang from like the 16th century that have kind of fucking they're just pure immortal. They're not going anywhere. They're just still fucking wrecking the place. and I really like enjoyed like fucking. Teens has obviously gone with the big kind of bold and solid colorways like the Demo Boys have gone with that like more retro kind of like pixely kind of colorways like with the CRT monitor, and I was like I wanted to. I think I said to the lads like my inspiration was really like a cross between like Mad Max and that video game Rage 2. If anybody's seen that, it's like kind of crazy wasteland
That
punks.
takes
Like
me back, mate. Yeah.
yeah, you know the way they're all like kind of covered in spray paint and just like real full goblin mode. Like yeah, I honestly like I've actually got a few, as Teens was saying, a few nice combinations I'll drop here. I really like how this lad turned out.
I know you're a fiend for loads of different elements and layers and stuff like that, so you go hard on these.
Yeah.
I love the finish as well with the spray paint, like you were saying, like the
Yeah, just like
specs.
pure crazy, like as if they're all like huffing spray paint and then like slamming down a few bottles of Jameson like in the in the fucking base after an old hard night in the streets. Like, but yeah, as Teens was saying, he was dropping like some older kind of like graphics and stuff on the t-shirts. It's kind of funny. I actually pretty much did like a similar thing. Like a lot of like logo work I've done for different projects and stuff. I've kind of like dropped in on different characters, like different t-shirts and like badges and pins, and yeah, it's been a really enjoyable project, and it's been really kind of eye opening for me seeing how like Lucky and Arcane and Teens will like structure a generative and how they'll put it together and how they run through their process of creating their art, and how different I do it myself, but we all kind of like come to the same fucking destination, take a different road, but you kind of get there together in the end. It's been super eye opening, really good.
It's wicked to see. How long has this project been in the works for?
Couple months now, I'd say. Gibbs, what you reckon? Was it 2 months maybe?
Yeah, I think we started speaking at the end of summer. I grabbed Lucky for a pint and made sure I hammered the idea into him, and then it's just kind of quickly picked up from there. It's been amazing working with all the guys, to be honest. Just seeing, as someone who's not involved in the art, I've just been sat back, and the three of them working together has been insane because they just spur each other on and push each other to the limits. It's mental. But yeah, this is a couple of months in the works.
It's wicked. Like I think one like really special element of this is like you like three amazing artists, teams of artists coming together as one. Like collectors are going to want one of each. Like, and if they don't get one of each, they're also going to be like, shit, I got a Teens. Shit, I got a Spearhead. Ah, Lucky's okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm joking. Like, you'd be very happy with any of them.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is it could tailor to some people are going to be diehard Spearhead fan, for example, but not so much into ours. But then if they want like bottles with Spearhead brand on them, there's going to be 5 different variants as well. So like there's a lot of variety. Even in, I can imagine there'll be some people who want all 5 TOAs, for example, if you know what I mean, just for the collector's set. So yeah, it's gonna be a spicy collection because we've obviously been so zoned in. We're making sure it's consistent, but we've been so zoned in on our final 500 that we forget that like the collection is 3x that. And it's gonna be. I can't wait to see them all side by side minted. Yeah,
absolutely. I can't wait. Is there a idea on date and price? Anything you can drop or want to drop or don't want to drop? That's absolutely fine. I see January. Is that right? Mint date.
I think we're saying Q1. As a realistic aim, basically, because once we get the art wrapped, we've got to start thinking about getting make sure the contract's airtight, start triple down on the marketing, make sure that all the infrastructure for both the the distilling and the distribution is ready. Because have we even mentioned that these NFTs come with Whiskey Ball? Yeah.
So I was going to get to that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot the big part.
There we go.
We haven't even talked about the whiskey side of this yet.
Let's jump.
Maybe Gibbs or Gonzo should take the lead on what that actually entails and how it's You know, it's
Yeah,
it
good
it
idea.
doesn't just stop at the whiskey itself. Like, do you guys want to take it?
Yeah, so I can
Oh.
talk about the whiskey itself. So we've partnered with a distillery in Ireland. It's got to be Irish if it's whiskey, hasn't it?
Has to be.
So
Oh yes.
yeah, so there's 1,500 NFTs, 500 from each family, and each family has 5 bottles that they can hold up. There'll be one of 5. Those labels, whatever label you have on your character, there is a corresponding bottle of whiskey that you'll be able to claim at a date, and get sent to you. And it's a triple distilled Irish whiskey, aged in bourbon casks with a sherry cask finish. I can read some of the flavors here. It's hints of toasted oats, fresh yellow apple, warm cinnamon, drop of dried vine fruits. And the blend combines sweet softness of grain whiskey and the lively citrus of the malt whiskey to deliver a winning combination. It's a premium blend with an exacting triple distilled and double casked maturation process.
I love that marketing talk. Let's go. Everyone knows that whiskey tastes like whiskey, but it's nice to hear anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All whiskey tastes the same to me.
Is it alcoholic?
Yeah.
It tastes like a good time.
Yeah, man. Sore head.
How's the logistics working with that then? Like, I guess boring, but legality.
Yeah. So it's been, to be honest, it's been quite a painful process, just because if we're minting in crypto, we've had to convince all these suppliers to take crypto or find a way for it to come off easily without having to set up a company and get taxed and all this shit.
Yeah.
But all the duty and otherwise is paid, so it's going to be sat, once it's bottled, it'll be transported to a distribution warehouse in Ireland, and then essentially someone can connect to the site, claim their bottle of whiskey, and it will send their address directly to the distribution center with the corresponding bottle. We can't deal with the shipping and taxes just because it's going to be different on everyone's side. But yeah, all the tax and duty on the distillery and the whiskey and the production side will be paid for.
Amazing. I've never been happier to live in Ireland than right
Oh,
now.
mate, yeah, well, you drive straight to the distillery, man.
If you need anyone to go make sure everything's working all right, let me know.
Yeah, I'll pop over to you, Crisps. I'll have an elf flight back to the motherland just to taste some ishka.
Real talk though, let's do it. Let's get absolutely wasted on OMERTA whiskey.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Just don't eat into the supply too much, boys.
Oh, we've actually doing some now though. Fucking the cold I've got right now. Give me an hot toddy. Jesus, my mouth's watering hearing about it.
You've got to get 15 bottles as well, one of each.
That's it. You've got to hunt down each label. Just make sure you get some over to Australia for me, boys.
Oh, mate, sure.
And drink all that whiskey without me.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. Once again, people aren't going to want to open them because they're going to be such a collector's item. You know what I mean? Like, but then...
Yeah,
I'd strongly encourage you go down the middle. You open it, enjoy it, but hold on to the bottle. Put some fairy lights in it or something like that.
No. You open it, you drink it, then you fill it with apple juice and say that you never opened it.
Oh, yes, mate.
And return it
And
to
don't
Tesco.
Don't we have some packaging so that even if people do choose to open it, can go back in.
That's right. Yeah. So the bottles themselves are going to come in a box, and I believe there's not going to be variants of design on that box, but that's going to be something that we whip together at some point.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
That'll be nice as well. It all come packaged nice, like yeah.
Very cool. So it's all one massive package essentially.
Yes, it is. And it doesn't stop there. Does Gibbs and Gonzo, do you want to talk about where Wasted Alpha, the collective, goes from here? Because this is the bit that hooked me most into the project. Actually, this isn't a one and done collab to finance a whiskey distribution and then get all drunk for a night. This could springboard something lasting and something very exciting. So, guys, do you want to talk about that?
I can leave this to Gonzo because this has been mostly his brainchild.
Absolutely, yeah. So, like Lucky said, this is just the beginning. We're hoping to do more of these runs, but also like build out a more sustainable business model. Looking at also, as Chris mentioned, looking for some exclusive merch, and then doing some community events, some IRL events. Hopefully, getting back to see each other in real life. We're looking at either London or Amsterdam as potential meetup spots.
Very good.
Yeah, at these we would like to do, like live auctions, really support the artists that have helped us, and maybe the other artists that are looking to join the collective of Wasted Alpha in the future. Let's see what else. I come from a background of craft beer and craft cocktails, so longevity, I really see us being able to push a whole line of on premise, so things you could actually buy in stores of canned craft cocktails potentially, or even just spirit runs. In terms of the future, I'm a huge fan of tiki, and rum drinks are really big right now. So I'm looking to potentially start a little bit of a cocktail club, and maybe even going with a little bit of a tiki theme. So we're looking at physical things on the shelves. We're looking at supporting the community, coming together and building community, supporting artists we've known for a long time, and maybe even ending in a physical location at some very long-term point with different benefits for holders, especially people who have supported us for so long.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean the whole thought process behind this was I was drunk and the pub at the end of my road came up for sale, and I was just thinking like, fuck, I'd love to own a pub, and then then the next thing was just like, okay, well, just need a drink for now, and yeah, I've been talking to Lucky about starting a collective for I think over a year now, like maybe
That's right. Yeah.
last summer. Just really like a collaborative space for artists to not just sell things in the digital world, but combine it with the real world, and bridge the gap between something physical and something digital. Because I think Web3 is an amazing technology, but we need to use it to get all these people that don't understand it on board.
I think it ties together nicely in this, because like what we have in this Web3 space is like the bare bones like infrastructure to create like decentralized collectives, and then taking that into an IRL space, such as spinning up sick fucking branding for lines of drinks, for example. That's like a nice thing. So like the thing could like Wasted Alpha, like obviously Acidverse, Daemons, and Lost Souls Spearheads, Shadowcraft. That's it. Yeah. On the first line, but then like if it goes well, we open up the doors to bringing other artists in, and we build out the collective, and get things moving on like a whole other scale. So yeah, it's tying together like all of Gibbs's weird ideas of weird pitches he's had in like the last year. They're kind of coming through and becoming more realistic, and we'll see where this goes basically.
You know what, it makes so much sense as well, because the amount of times I've been in like some like wanky little bar, or gonna go pick up some beer and seeing all these IPA bottles and being like, that would be a sick NFT, like all these awesome indie artists, and I'm like, why aren't they in the Web3 space? And I guess this is it.
Yeah, well, we've got so many indie artists, as you say, sick indie artists with like very diverse styles at our fingertips here. See if it could be mutually beneficial for them to apply their art in a different medium they haven't explored yet. I mean, we're purely digital as it goes, so yeah, exciting.
It's genius as well, because there are so many meetup events, Web3 IRL meetups. What's to stop like OMERTA being like a partner in these meetups? Like, we'll provide the drink, and then it all ties together in the space.
NFT London wouldn't have looked that lame as it did if they were absolutely sloshed on whiskey, mate.
Yeah, and if it wasn't 600 quid a ticket as well, would have helped.
Yes, that would have helped. Yeah, we'll do a cheaper one across the road.
Yeah, in a pub.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can hold your own events, and like there was one here called NFT UK London, and they hold regular events, and it's been they're good, but they're not quite there yet, and it's generally just. I think they could do a lot better. And I think, if you could have a cool gallery space featuring digital art and you could do collections. So one day it's, pixel art, and then the next day we have illustrators in and otherwise, but open it up to the public, and, who's not going to want to go to a gallery with loads of whiskey and otherwise.
Exactly. I know that's something Julian talks about a lot with a real gallery and stuff like that. I think we are going to see more of that. It's only a matter of time, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. And where me and Lucky live is literally like there's so many galleries and pop-ups and, creative events here. So there's a lot of opportunity to kind of plug into the system. Same with Gonzo in Amsterdam. And I think this part of the world is massively underserviced. There's events in Australia all the time. America's booming. So I think there's a big opportunity for us to do bits here.
For sure. So what, I should have asked this at the top. What chain is this going to be on?
Ha ha ha. We don't know.
Don't know.
We're still trying to figure this out,
What's the thinking? What's the pros and cons? Surely Ethereum, no? For something.
Yeah, I mean that Ethereum would be good to build on. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter too much for us because the mint's going to be in USDC, just because we want to give a flat price to everyone.
Yeah, it's all about what? It's all about like accessibility, basically. So ETH obviously has a massive audience, but like, can we communicate what we're trying to do with this effectively to that audience? Because like that's the problem, isn't it? There are huge collectors out there. I'm sure there's an overlap with like drinks enthusiasts and stuff like that, but like, can we get our messaging through the DIN to them, or do we try and have like a much more concentrated push on a smaller but like more connected community, such as like AVAX, for example? These are discussions we're having literally like up to today. Still undecided. We're gonna figure it out. But at the end of the day, we're gonna, wherever it is, we'll make sure that the Phantom Fam have adequate notice should they want to bridge over and get involved. I don't know if anyone's mentioned this yet, but we're obviously going to be running, discount, like holder discounts and stuff like that for our respective communities as well.
Next question.
Yeah, or a whitelist, some kind of percent off. Like basically, like for the holders, push it as low as we can do it, such that the whiskey can actually be produced.
Yeah, the overheads must be pretty high with like such a massive project.
There's a lot of
business, but
a lot of logistics to it. But we've been really lucky that the whiskey company we're working with, they're very switched on into Web3, and I think they want to do. They want something like this to happen because it's good for their business, and they're getting out there, and they want to make more craft whiskey essentially. So they've been very supportive in the process.
Yeah, they've been much more flexible than you'd expect. Like, for example, being okay to accept USDC as payment, being okay to, because they realize the means by which we'll be bringing in mint funds, so they're all right with taking a smaller deposit to begin the distilling process.
Someone's gonna have to DM me this distillery, because I actually know a guy in Ireland who has a distillery and likes crypto. So I'm curious if I actually know. It's funny, as we'll take that offline anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Very cool. So back to the story. Are there going to be multiple chapters of it? I know you were speaking of other artists possibly being involved. Where does the story go?
Gonzo, do you want to talk about that?
Or is it too early to say? That's absolutely fine.
I guess it is too early to say, yeah, because I mean, like the OMERTA story is like framed around like the three families, and were we to do like this whiskey thing, we wouldn't have to try and keep that story through line going. were we to do like a like a vodka rum or craft beer thing in future. And obviously you want to, if you're bringing in like other artists as well, you don't really want to tie people to, you don't have to say you have to work within X confines. I'd much rather bring someone in and say fucking let loose, mate. Like just put your own print on it, don't work within our confines. Gonzo, is that about right?
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of envision each project to have a little bit of a different feel and a different vibe, but there's no reason why it can't be revisited in the future. We can absolutely expand this universe, I think, for a couple special editions and such.
Very cool. Excuse me. Very cool. Yeah, we got to do a live event for this because it's huge. Like the amount of planning and all that is, I mean, how are you pushing it out for Q1? I know you said the art started a couple months ago or end of summer, but this is massive, no?
Yeah, I mean we've pretty much lined up on the whiskey side. Everything is ready to go, minus all we need to pay is the deposit really, and then they'll start sending it off to the bottling company. So we've done a lot of work in the background to get it to where it is now, and now it's just a case of making sure that we convey the story and the value to holders.
So that's like holding the NFT. You obviously have that's your whiskey. You can redeem a bottle of whiskey there, but then it's important to say that doesn't mean the NFT is then like, oh, might as well just not have this, might as well burn this. Like this is going to be your ticket to future things done with the Wasted Alpha project as well. So it's with more stuff, the messaging becomes more complicated, right? So we're gonna have to spin up some little graphics or something like that we can check around Twitter and just get savvier with the marketing. Thankfully, marketing has always been my weak point, but I've never been part of a team this big before. So, combined effort, let's see what we can do, basically.
No, for sure. I know with some projects, a lot of people don't like buying on secondaries because they know they're not going to get like the physical if it was a t-shirt or a print or something like that. You might have covered this already, but if you're a holder, can you order a bottle at any time? As in, I can hold a NFT, get my whiskey, and then a month later sell my NFT. Can that person then get a bottle of whiskey as well? Can they place an order or anything like that with their matching label?
For this one, no. This will be a limited edition run, so
1-to-1.
Yeah, so you'll have the corresponding label, character, and the whiskey itself. We envision that this NFT will act as a ticket to other ones because we want to make sure that people still want to buy on secondary, and the art itself I think speaks loudly enough with what these guys have done. But yeah, we want to continue value and drive value for all the holders, and we'll make it very easy for people to see which ones have been claimed and which ones haven't. So people
I imagine what will happen is obviously once like whiskeys begin to be claimed, you'll see an inevitable drop in price. Like for the ones that are clearly marketed as claimed, we could even update the metadata to show like a little tick in the image, couldn't you? Like that is very doable. Anyway, I digress.
Or a empty bottle in the image.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nice. Empty bottle would be sick.
Empty.
When
it's
that's
everyone likes
my idea.
5%.
Yeah. Yeah, but then aside from that, we're like obviously that can be avoided because there are 1,500 NFTs, 1,500 bottles to claim. But then beyond that, you can treat it like the Genesis NFT collection of any other project. Once you discount once the physical claim part is passed, basically. Yeah. And then it's just up to how the project conducts itself and like how promising developments look that drive value from there. All speculation. It'll be an exciting ride, basically.
It's huge. It's a massive project.
I think another point on that is as far as like shipping and distribution. I think we're going to have that open for about a quarter. So we'll have an announcement that it's ready, and then within about a window of about 3 months, the bottles will be able to be claimed.
And any that aren't gets shipped to you, Crisps.
What's that, mate?
I said, and any that aren't claimed, you can lay claim to.
Yeah.
Go pick
I'll
them up
look
in the
after
car.
them for people. I don't think my missus will like that. I've got a silly amount of weird whiskies at the minute, but it's yeah, that's why I'm so excited. I can always have one more. Or two.
Or 15.
Or 15. Drinking party around Chris's house. Wicked. So yeah. Anything else? I mean, you've dropped a hell of a lot. I don't even know what else to ask. Has anyone in the chat got any questions for you guys? Let me just mute myself very quickly. Talk amongst yourselves. My dogs are barking. Sorry about that. Yeah, wicked. So Q1 next year, it's all going down.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, as the boys said, like all three of our teams are coming together with the art. It's all looking quite nice, and the whole time we've been doing the art, Gibbs and Gonzo have been diligently working the infrastructure behind. So a significant amount of progress has been made when we actually zoom out and think about it. Yeah, exciting.
Big team comes together and
it has been very wholesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so fucking cool seeing like Gonzo and Gibbs coming in with the more logistical side of things. Even like coming in with different info that can go in the bottle, how accommodating like the whiskey company have been and all. It's been super fucking enjoyable, lads. Like I've had a blast.
Yeah,
Yep,
I think it's one of those projects where it's much better to be the artist than deal with the logistics of ordering from a distillery and all that, and how that's all like. I do not envy you guys.
Yeah, that's what I reminded myself every time I thought, "Fuck me, my job's hard."
Yeah, fair play. All right, where can people catch you on the Twitter?
Yes.
Wasted_alpha on Twitter. Make sure you're following for updates there.
That's right. Yeah. Once things become more finalized, which hopefully should be like within the next month, we expect communication from that Twitter page specifically to be much higher frequency and higher relevancy. So yeah, get following now. Watch out for posts. I'm sure from our respective teams as well, we'll make a hell of a lot of noise as we approach go time.
Absolutely. Yeah, very hype. Discord coming in the future, I'm guessing.
We're gonna have to have a Discord, yeah. I think. Yeah. I think Gibbs might even have a Discord that he made for this collective that never got any traction. That he never ended up actually making public. So you could just republic that, rename it, and that could be the hub for it.
Yeah, I'll have to find it in the multitude of Discords. I've got like hundreds of servers here I need to leave.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm still in it, actually, Gibbs. I think it's me, you, and Cartoon or something like that.
Oh, perfect.
Fantastic stuff. Well, thanks very much for jumping on, guys.
Thanks
It's
for having
the
us.
most excited
Thank
I've
you.
been on projects for a long time. So yeah,
Been a pleasure. Before we go, Teens and Spear, do you have anything else you want to plug while you got the audience here?
I better not.
Better not. It's much more than 5 minutes, is it? Okay, yeah.
There's so much happening. Let's save it for another day. There's too much to go over.
Get yourself in the Acidverse Discord because there's a lot of content coming up in there. And yourself,
join us tomorrow for squad goals. We start squad goals tomorrow at 11 p.m. UTC. So there's some major shit happening tomorrow. So
I'm going to try to come around for the first time. Actually, I've kind of skipped it because it's been late my time, but I mean, I'm awake. I'm awake past 11 anyway. So let's go squad goals.
Teens is getting up at 6 a.m. to jump on now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I can stay up till midnight if you can get up at 6 a.m.
Let's go. But yeah, squad goals. Lots of alpha tomorrow. Giveaways, dad jokes, all that kind of shit.
Nice.
But yeah, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a hell of a journey that we've been on just getting this ready, and like I know over the next couple of months, we're going to ramp it up big time, and I'm excited for the drop. It's going to be pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So, much love, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, mate.
Nice one, guys. You're all kings amongst men.
Absolute legends in the space. Spearhead, have you got anything for us?
I would say if you haven't got a gutter punk, go get one, because there's a little airdrop coming soon. I can't drop anything. I still haven't. I'm going back and forth with the layout of it. I got kind of inspired by Mr. Mocket the other day, and I went back and changed how the oily bits are gonna look. But yeah, pretty soon I'll fucking drop the. Lucky, you bet me to it, legend. Yeah, little airdrop coming there. I've got one more brain dancer going out. I think it's to Jericho actually, and then once we hit 500 mints on that, then I'm gonna dish out the next 5 of the brain dance collection. They're coming together really nice. Pretty chuffed with them. Nice. But yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks as always to the boys as well.
Always a pleasure, mate.
I love chatting to you, Crisps. I must hop an Ryanair over and get acquainted with a bottle of Ishka Baha. Now drop in a whiskey.
Say the word and I'm there, mate. And I hope you feel better soon, mate.
Oh, mate, I'll be back over Christmas actually. I'll be East Coasting it up, so I may give you a shout.
Yeah.
Are you back? Oh yeah.
I'll be in the UK 23rd to 26th, so anytime after that.
Where in the UK
bother.
Are you gonna be,
What's that, mate?
Where in the UK are you going to be?
I'll be in London on the 23rd, and then up in my mum's near Norwich for Christmas.
I'll be in London on the 23rd, so fucking come grab us for a pint.
Right, if you're near Brick Lane.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, very near Brick Lane, mate. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, the London boys are all chirped up.
Yeah.
And so it begins.
Chronic says he's in Arkansas, so if anyone's in Arkansas, hit him up.
Yeah, down the road, isn't it?
Don't know if Ryanair fly there, Chronic, but I'll see what I can do.
Easy jet to Arkansas. Beautiful.
Nice one. Well, thank you very much. As always, guys, appreciate you being here. That was NFC Hunters episode, I don't know, 10? Let's say 10.
Yeah.
You know more than me, Lucky. It's the Lucky show now.
I covered 9. I'm not coming back for 11. You can do it by yourself.
We'll see. All right, guys, have a good one.
Bye. Thank you.
Man.
Cheers.
Bye. Peace out.
Big love, legends.
Big love.